A £700, 27-year-old ambulance goes on a 1,300-mile mission. Why? Because it means that I can just fly in and out of Spain and ride my bike, which is hella cheap and way nicer than staying at home in the lovely grey, wet rain. And if you want to do this, well, here's how I did it, and I'll tell you, it was meticulously planned and all of that went to shite. So stick around in this video if you want to see how that went. If your attention span's been destroyed by TikTok, there's a short version down in the comments. After crunching the numbers on the spreadsheet, here's what we're going to do. Instead of getting fingered by the steam packet going to Liverpool, we're going to get fingered by the steam packet in a bit of comfort going to Heysham. We're going to get the Sunday boat, head on down to the south of England, we'll get there late in the night, hop onto a 33-hour ferry to Bilbao. Treat it as a little bit of a micro cruise, land in the north of Spain Tuesday morning. Easy peasy. Now the steam packet said they were going to cancel the boat on Sunday, so we moved it to Saturday. They cancelled that anyway, which meant we were going to miss the long ferry and we couldn't move it, so now we were going to arrive Tuesday morning north of France.
Bonjour.
Now just a little insult to injury. On top of moving the boat forward and booking a hotel in the UK that was non-refundable, they also wouldn't refund the difference between the 33-hour ferry and the 6-hour ferry, which was a couple £100. At least the crossing on the Manxman was nice and smooth. Now after a quick spot for some local cuisine and watching a car crash into another car, they just done one! We wanted to go and cover up the blue lights, just in case we had any issues with foreign coppers. It was just hassle we didn't need. I'll tell you about your the blue light guy that came over was like, you wouldn't be able to drive like that in the UK, you'd get arrested.
You've been over loads.
I know, that's what I said to him. But I appreciate your knowledge, but I've done it.
Stick it straight over that bit of bird shit.
Straight over the bird shit. Can you imagine now if we get pulled for having like lights covered? You know, you're not allowed to just like cover your headlights or whatever.
Nah, it's not a like required light, is it? It's an emergency service light. And is it the same colour over there? It must be blue, surely.
Yeah. I think they've just got weird sirens, haven't they? Like, wee wah, wee wah.
Ooh. Could not be in a circus, me.
No. One for the ground, mate. One for the ground. Oh.
Oh, you're a bit better than me. Mate, why doesn't your horn work when the ignition's off?
Why would it work when the ignition's off?
Because a lot of cars do.
Nah, that's some retarded shit.
Yeah, because you were down there and I pressed the horn and nothing happened.
Good. I got your back. Oh, we got 10.
How long have we got? So we've got to be there.
6 hours.
How long to drive?
3 hours.
Quick maths!
Okay.
So we'll stop somewhere. You say Jez's place is closed.
Jez's place is closed. Jeremy, why's your farm and your pub closed on a Monday?
Fucking lousy. He's a hairdresser, isn't he? Hairdresser's usually closed on a Monday.
Yeah.
Somewhere for dinner then? I don't know.
I'm sure you'll see. We'll be driving in between, so we'll see in a bit.
Driving, more like racing. Eat my dust, Mercedes. The ambulance is coming through. We ventured on up some miles on the motorway and then had the displeasure of coming up on a toll gate. We forgot that they were kind of a thing. But hey, spoiler for the rest of the video, France really took the piss with this. With a bit of time to kill, we decided to enjoy some things that we don't get on the island. Like this weird roundabout thing. It's literally a roundabout with a dong in the middle.
Oh my god. Oh, that was a rough bit.
A proper arcade. Some bowling. And even got a cheeky race in. Best finish I've had all year.
Tiny Ferry's Khan.
Yes.
is close.
Yeah, you're right.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, we're good. Just need your passports and the reference if you've got it.
Booking references on there.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Cheers, man. There you go, it's just dipped under the half there. 297.8.
That'll do.
So you can stick that on your windscreen.
Thank you.
Well,
There's your 2 keys for the cabin, and my colleagues down there will tell you where to go.
Okay, thank you very much.
cheers,
See you
mate.
later. You look after them.
Responsibility. Hello, everybody.
Bonjour.
We are not quite yet. We're still in hello.
Hello.
We've made it to Portsmouth, down the bottom of the UK. Fucking just,
Insert map.
yeah, just shy of 10 Isle of Man's down. 297 miles or something. Mad ass billboard changing all the colours there. So yeah, we'll what time are we on now? 9 o'clock ish. Yeah, I think the boat's at 11 or half 11, so we've got a little bit of a wait. We'll get on the ferry, have a snooze, and then wake up in the land of the baguette in Caen, or Cayenne, or whatever, Porsche Cayenne, tomorrow morning. And yeah, then we will get out of France as fast as we can, down to sunshiny Spain. We will see you in the morning.
Pour leur fidélité. Notre arrivée à Ouistreham est prévue demain matin à 5h45 heure britannique. L'heure utilisée à bord est l'heure britannique. Nous vous souhaitons un excellent voyage en notre compagnie.
Shut the fuck up.
Good evening and welcome on board. Captain Brodick and all the crew would like to warmly welcome you on board the Normandie. We would like to thank all the members of the Club Voyage for their loyalty. We'll be arriving in Ouistreham tomorrow morning at 5:45 a.m. British time. The time is on board.
We are in France. Yeah, the day's not started too well. We've fucking woken up by some nonsense after we got into our cabin late. We then got kicked out of the cabin early. Forgot the toothbrush in the van, and I've just had a message from Manx Telecom saying I've been charged 100 quid in roaming, which is great for all of like a minute's use of data on an unlimited contract. So you know, nice one, Manx Telecom. Games. Yeah. Waiting to get off the boat. It has massively made me appreciate the steam packet.
Oh yeah, Ben McCree, you're fucking so good. I absolutely love you. You're the best boat ever.
Wow. Let's get out of France.
Speeding through to escape France. In Spain, we'll leave the ambulance.
Beep, 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 beep. Well, just some quick maths. With the maps. We're going to be on this road for 5 hours.
Yeah, we have, where's it gone? 342 kilometres till the next junction. Yeah, we're eating up the miles. I do like the lack of traffic on these French motorways. However, we've discovered why, and that's because we've just had to pay a €42 toll. 42 euros for roads that don't have any lights or cat's eyes and the world's tiniest fucking slipways. But that's why there's no one on it, so yeah. 5 hours of this road, but the sunshine's coming out. That's blue sky over there. Very nice.
That was another ticket one, so we're going to find out how much it is.
Oh wow.
I can't reach that.
Oh.
So you get one of them.
And then it's a mystery for how much you're going to get fingered on the other side.
Ah, thank you, Shen.
Another fuel stop. Getting fingered for gazzoli.
Gazzoli.
Nice little stretch of the legs and looking at the wind turbine because I like wind turbines. Wow.
There's a few.
Oh yeah.
Fucking size of them.
They are huge, aren't they? Wow.
That's a good convoy and a half, isn't it? Damn.
Damn boys, thick. That's bad. What the fuck is that? Oh man.
How is that legal?
That is fucking absolute.
I mean, what are you going to do? Say no, but you've just driven on the road?
Fucking French tramps.
Tonight, radio loud, we sing along. Every town becomes a song. Speeding through to escape France. In Spain, we'll leave the ambulance.
Come on, this is like €2 old.
€4.30.
Oh yes, we'll have that.
A bit closer?
It's better than fucking whatever the fuck it was. Wow.
You put the lid on that. Where are we, Blake?
We have finally made it to España! No more French people in France and Frenchness. We're in lovely sunny Spain.
Look how lovely it is. We've stopped at some random ass town, which apparently doesn't have a single shop or anybody living in it because there's fucking...
No, there's loads of people living here. I just don't know how, because like there's a playground down there full of kids, loads of people wandering around.
I'll just type it.
But there's just brand new roads and all the houses look really new. And that seems to be it. There's just houses. How does this work? It's like a brand new pop-up town in the mountain. Very strange. So yeah, we're going to try and find some food. Find some food we did eventually, and then headed off through some very picturesque places off a tiny little road to pop-up camp. And there, we'd do a bit of makeshifting to get our chef on.
Insert cooking music here.
Burger on a bike ramp, cooking with flair. Doing tricks and flips and incense everywhere. No fancy plates, just buns and the heat. Grilling with style, yeah, we're rocking that meat.
Good night.
Good night, mate.
Oh, the red light's still on.
Oh.
What?
Just been out for a pee, and there's a little bit of frost about.
Yeah.
On a lot of those roads that we drove up, there was
signs.
signs for frost, just because of the elevation. I don't know how high we are, but we are quite high up. We ended up reaching nearly 4,000 feet, which was confusing because there was mountains all around us. Wasn't long till we found some more tolls, though.
That's not bad.
€10, yeah. Better than the fucking last load. Better than France. And thankfully, after every failed plan and extra cost seemed to be out of the way, we were free of motorways and began the bit of the journey that I found most picturesque. Little villages, narrow roads, and some truly stunning architecture. It really was a pretty place to drive through. But, of course, if everything was going too smoothly, well, it couldn't have been doing that for very long, could it? We found rain. How do we find rain in Spain?
It's pretty steep.
Be able to see the sea soon, I reckon.
Maybe if this fog clears and all the spray from all these vehicles. Yeah, this is steep. At 215 there. So you drop like 800 meters in a mile. That.
Is that altitude, is it?
Yeah. That's pretty mad. Hola. We have
Como estas?
changed to shorts. Blake's got Crocs on.
Crocs, socks, peak racing footwear. Bit of heel toe on the. And we are 48 miles out from Alicante. which is our final destination. Hopefully not like the film. And yeah, nice little run in, and then we can enjoy some Spain, which unfortunately is less Spain than we would have been able to enjoy if the Steam Packet sorted their shit out. But also, thank you Steam Packet for sorting your shit out, because that Brittany ferry was horrible. But so far in Spain it's good, and doing all this mileage through France and Spain on the motorways has made me really appreciate how terrible British drivers are. So, you know, good stuff. Let's do it. Oh shit, who's got the keys?
If your keys are in your fucking
Keys
jeans.
are in my long trousers over here.
Here at UI, we show the real stuff.
No smoke, no mirrors, just idiots and motorbikes. Right, here we go. Woo! Oh, you're working, mate. We have woken up for the final time in Spain.
Well, not the final time, but the final time for this trip.
Final time of this trip, yeah. Look at that dead bright thing up in the sky. So yeah, we found this nice little free parking place where they just let motorhomes come and chill, which is pretty cool. Right on the beach. So insert time lapse of the sun sort of coming up behind some clouds and shit. Woo! Yeah, now all we've got to do is drive the 10 minutes to the secure parking. We'll drop the Ambo off. They'll then deliver us to the airport, which is Ace, and fly back home. And then everything is set and ready. All we have to do is fly in using Google Flights. Now, Google Flights is how this becomes really powerful, because with the wizard power of computers, you can bring up the calendar and it will tell you all the varied prices. If you base your trip round the flights, this is how you get them nice and cheap. Look at the difference here. We've got 575 quid over there, 106 here, 400 the very next day. If you can base it around the flights, it's game changing. And these are prices from the Isle of Man. If you're already in the UK and you want to do the same, I'm sure it's going to end up being cheaper, because getting off the Isle of Man tends to be the most expensive bit. Look at these. Look at that. We'll go for a weekend in January, 37 quid. 44. It's crazy. And at time of recording this, I've already done this. I've just been out. So I flew over. They took me back to the van. I was reunited with all the kit. And then I used it as a bit of a trip. I spent a couple of days enjoying some sun, but went out to ride the bike. Muy bueno. Right, if you're still here, thank you. Well, that's probably because you want to know how much it's going to cost you if you want to do this. So we'll split it into two bits, nice and easy. First bit is the journey, to drive down and fly back, leave everything there, set it up. And the second journey is obviously flying in and out to riding. If you're on the Isle of Man, add on the cost of a ferry to get to the UK and the mileage to drive down south. If you're in the UK, you know, if you're further up north, it's a longer drive down south. If you're down south, you're already down south, happy days. But for my figures, we worked off Liverpool. Now, your options are really short ferry, long drive, or long ferry, short drive. The costs work out about the same. You either get the £200 ferry and spend £500 in diesel, or get the £500 ferry and spend £200 in diesel. You know, it does balance out really well. Now, secure parking, the one I used, is about average price for all of them. There's many different companies for the different airports, and it cost me €215, which is about 170 something quid, and that's for an 8-month stay, because I intend on leaving it out there for quite a while and riding in 2025. It's really going to come down to time for which option you take. You can do Dover to Calais, which is an hour and a half sailing, and then do the 18-hour drive. If you hit it all in a one like a madman, then yeah, you can be done there in like 26 hours. Factor in the French tolls. You can either dodge them, or like we did, manage to hit every single one, and it cost about €200. It was really not ideal. Then you've just got to get flights out. If you're flying out, just going back to the UK, really cheap, like ridiculously cheap, but you want to pretty much double it for the flight to the island if you're going back to the Isle of Man. And then that's it, you're set up, ready to go. So here's some solid numbers for the setup based on driving from Liverpool, going to the various ports because of the destination ports for where they are. I've got the time in at the end for how it is, which is the factor. So the quickest one, 25 hours. Some of these are 48 hours, you've got no choice because the ferries are long. Cost is based on 40p a mile. That's the diesel my 1997 Sprinter uses when it's loaded with all the kit. So you might be in something more efficient or less, but that's what we're based on here. So cheapest option is going to Bilbao, also one of the longest options, and then going over to Calais is sort of midway in the expense, but could be the quickest if you hammer it. Factor in the extra couple of £100 for the secure parking, some food, maybe some tolls, bits and pieces, and you're looking at about £1,000 to go and settle. Once that's all done and you've left your kit behind, then it literally is a case of use Google Flights to fly in. Again, this is going to vary depending on whether you're in the UK or the Isle of Man. You pay for a track day, which is nice and cheap because it's in Spain. Get some diesel for the van, get some petrol for the bike. Have fun, enjoy the sun, go home. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Why aren't you doing it yet? Just go do it. Just go do it. But before you do, subscribe.
Oh.